Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MRC for what is a slightly damp Texan Grand Prix for the MRC-X boys. It should be a very, very exciting race. I love a wet race. I seem to be cursing the entire grid in making them do wet races, but it should be a very fun race. I am joined tonight on comms tonight by two people. First up, my co-com tonight is none other than LRL twice and two times. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Oh, I'm doing really well. I just came home from a run and now I can relax or at least watch you guys races. I'm really, really excited about this, especially since we got a little bit of rain going on.
Ooh. Just came in from a run. Ooh. What's wrong with you?
Summer is kicking in here, so...
Yeah, but it's the fact that you optionally run. Oh. I mean, I respect it, but oh.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do something to make yourself feel better.
Yeah, I mean, once in a blue moon, I get the urge to go on a run, and I go, today's the day, and I finish my run, and I'm like, I'm done. Never again. And that's me done for like 6 months.
Yeah, but then at least you don't need to feel bad, so you can reward yourself with tons of unhealthy food or whatever.
Oh yeah, you get me. Absolutely. And we are joined tonight on comms also by a driver com tonight. Good evening, Mr. Hodgson. How are you doing?
I was better before the session started.
Not looking forward to a wet Texas?
No, I would try. Oh wow, but no, actually, I'm fine. I'm good, gentlemen. It's lovely to join you both. Absolutely, always a pleasure. And yeah, this is going to be a real fun one. It's going to be wet for the start. About just over a third of the way through, I think it's going to start drying up. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. This one, I think it's of course 56 laps around here is definitely going to take it out of all of us. So yeah, it's going to be really good fun. I think strategy is going to play a massive part in all of this.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it could be interesting.
So yes, it is a 100% race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you've got your snacks, you've got your drinks. Alcohol is perfectly acceptable, and get comfy because it's going to be a long one tonight.
Certainly is, but yeah, this is it's going to be good fun. I think it is a tough track, as we've always said, and it's one that track limits can always play a part. The setup is so difficult around here. Some people may go a bit lower downforce in terms of the long straights that we have here, but it's that tricky last sector. It is so difficult, and it's going to be a good trade-off.
And that horrible S section in the first sector that just kind of wants to be Silverstone, but is nowhere near as nice.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's quite undulating, especially at the end of it. And we were just talking before, didn't we, Sam? Just before Stefan joined us, that it's always been tricky. Especially that last part is always tough, and yeah, especially in these conditions, it's going to be horrible. And let's see who can avoid the white lines. And I mean, I'm betting on myself about 18 seconds personally, but we'll see.
If by horrible you mean wonderfully entertaining, then yes, it will be.
Seriously wondering whether we're going to see disqualification due to time penalties.
Oh, wow.
Listen, if I was there, you absolutely would be. I think it was for a different league once at Qatar. I think I managed 24 seconds of penalties.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was not a good day.
No, not really. But that's another easy track to get them, I think, because it's so high speed. It is so easy to get them around Qatar. And this one as well, that first sector, even part of the last sector, you can just trail a little bit, and yeah, it can be really hard work.
My best tip is brake early and roll up. So, let's see what tyres people are on. Would you believe that everyone's on the intermediates?
Well, that's an anti-climax, isn't it?
Isn't it just? I know. I just had to show it for the ladies and gentlemen. No, we all knew, but we had to confirm. So it's also worth saying that tonight is reverse grid. So those with the most points are starting at the back. Those with the least are starting at the front. And Colin's already DSQ.
Yeah, he's had a big red X over it. He said he was going to struggle with his connection. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm glad he ghosted because I did not expect that. So, I just really went through the back of him. So, that was a good bit of a shocker.
We'll just have a quick look at some of the liveries today. Nels is running a normal one, which is very boring. Sambal. Ooh, I like that. Bit of green, bit of red. Triz is running a standard one, very boring. Smith is running black and grey and a little bit of white. I can get on board. We are going to assign a livery of the day today, so I hope that, well, some of you have done nice, good liveries. Doris is running a V-carb, which is disappointment in every way it possibly can be. J2 Roddy is running sort of a fairly standard one, but with a bit more black. Not too bad. Chrome for Bit, the McLaren die-hard man. Loppy is running straight orange. As a Dutchman, we expect nothing less. Single track is running. I'm going to call that... what do I call that? It's got a bit of blue. It almost looks kind of like... yeah, I kind of like that. Sociopath is a sort of Mercedes wannabe with a bit of blue on there. Armar is running purple. Good MRC-X man. Well done with a little bit of red. And is running sort of a McLaren 2007-ish kind of thing. G-Star running standard. Very boring. Marks. I hate to say it because he's in the party. I love Marks.
Thank you.
That looks very, very nice. And we'll look at the rest later because we are lined up on the grid. And we are ready to go. Any minute now.
Yeah, that was a strange formation lap. Because it was almost like the track was nearly dry. So it's very light this way. Now I got a message that it was going to be about 20 minutes of this. So,
okay.
Yeah, hold on to your hats.
We shall see. Here we go. It's not a great start for Nels. It's a very good start for Zambal, who's already alongside. And so is Triz. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. In first, if he can get the exit, he runs slightly wide and he loses it. Off he goes out of turn 1. I think everyone else has made it through relatively unharmed.
Wow, this is very, very treacherous, very slippy round here. I'm not going to lie, there's been another collision.
Sociopath has had a big moment. All the way down to P16 or P15. He's fighting with Ant, but stays ahead. As Triz sends it on J2 Roddy, but Roddy goes for the switchback. And gets the move done. Very nice switchback by Roddy.
Well, Triz goes for it again.
Oh. They're still side by side. There's someone who's very much not on the track. I think that's Smith. God, Triz and Roddy are still going, still side by side. Who's going to come out ahead? Triz does get a better exit, a little bit of wheel banging. Oh, and he loses a lot of traction and then forces Roddy off track. And stays ahead. Just have a quick look at position changes, because Kid Dynamite up 10 positions off the start. What a start from Kid. 6 for Mark, 7 for Saviour. Absolutely brilliant starts. As Kid Dynamite's looking on Loppy. They're still side by side. Loppy gets a pretty good exit out of turn 1 and stays ahead of Kid.
Roddy almost lost it. I already saw him in the wall, but somehow he managed to get the car under control.
I mean, fair play to him.
That was a really nice moment. Yeah,
Colin has retired from the session.
Yeah, I think he was ghosted, or seems to be some kind of technical issue.
Ah, that's disappointing. Of course, there is no DRS because of the wet, so you gotta get the move done some other way. Here comes Kid down the straight, looking to get the move done on Loppy. Is he gonna get it down into the braking zone? Yes, he is. Very nice move by Kid.
Okay, Kid's in a very good position already. I mean, he's already in the top 5. We're in lap
I know,
2.
what a start from Kid. That is mental.
Much further up the grid than like other tier 1 drivers like Xavier or Ben. Or Ben, who's just moved up in 12th place. They're a little bit stuck in traffic as for now. So I think,
yeah, Ben's normally one who goes absolutely storming through the grid, but he's taken his time today.
He still gained 6th position, which is not bad at all. But
it's still
yeah,
very, very
right.
good, don't get me wrong, but it's not usual Benny, I'm going to be in P1 by about turn 4 from starting 20th.
Yeah, he's not leading yet, that's true. What's going on there?
As Bit is starting to put Loppy under some pressure now. Loppy's fallen off the back of Kid Dynamite. There's the first 3 seconds for Sociopath.
Yeah. First of many more to come, I guess.
Oh, in these conditions, definitely.
It's for the whole grid, not for him, but...
As Kid's got past Triz now, up to P4.
But here you can see what I like about this track. Not only can you overtake, you can also do a switchback.
Yeah.
So you can go on the counter attack, which Triz is doing right now. He's handing
Oh,
it
he's
down
not
the inside.
backing out, is he? What a move by Triz, but Kid Dynamite is still there. They're still too wide.
You're not getting a free pass only because you're a tier 1 driver, and looks like Triz is staying ahead.
What a defense from Triz. Absolutely beautiful move on Kid Dynamite there. As Saviour gets through on Bit. Oh, Benny is right on the back of Sociopath as well. Oh, what a big moment from Sociopath, letting Benny through. As Saviour looks like, is he going to send it on Loppy? No, he's not. He's going to sit him. Oh, but he might be carrying a lot more speed through 1, but cannot quite get the exit to get the move done.
But Dory is set to take the lead, at least he plans to do so. He's really close to Nelson right now.
Yeah, indeed, he is right up the back of Nels. He needs a good exit onto this straight, and he might just have a chance by the braking zone. No, Nels got a better exit. Is Doris going to have the straight line speed? I'm not sure he is. He is gaining now. Maybe is he going to be brave on the brakes? No, he can't get the move done this time. As Kid now gets the move done on Triz. Oh, Triz goes for the switchback! But Kid has the inside line. Who's going to come out on top? Triz goes slightly off track, and Kid goes through. As Doris has also got the move done on Nels now.
Xavier passed Loppy. Oh, there was a bit of wheel banging going on.
Yeah, a little bit. But oh, a huge kick from Saviour! Allows Loppy to get back alongside. Oh, and there's more contact!
No!
Oh, that was unfortunate. He rejoined safely.
Yeah, at least Loppy doesn't seem to have damage. I was worried that he would dive into the pit lane and, you know...
Yeah, indeed. 3 seconds for Roddy now. They are coming in slowly. I've missed a few moves there as Benny's up to P8 now.
Yeah, slowly he's getting through the grid and he's really close to Carl as well.
Really, really close. Yeah, he's just looking for any opportunities to get the move done.
Literally pushing him up the hill.
Yeah, that was a little bit of bump drafting there.
At least doing.
Oh, he's brave on the brakes! What a move by Benny. Very nice in the braking zone.
Yeah, he did that through the middle sector on me and then got past single track in the final corner. So yeah, Benny's starting to make moves, looking like he's got good pace. It is so slippery out here. You're not sure whether it's on turning or the braking, and then it's, you know, your throttle response as well. This is really tough conditions at the moment.
Yeah, it's not looking nice at the moment. But you're hanging on in there in P10, Mark. Oh, I say that. Make that P9 possibly. Oh, single track just gets the better exit.
Yeah, couldn't get the power down quickly enough. Not sure exactly where he was, so yeah, that's no problem.
Oh, look, Roddy runs right in the final corner. And
Kid goes through.
Oh, but wait a second. Maybe there's gonna be...
Is Triz gonna send it into one? No, he's not. He's gonna keep it nice and wide. And go for a little bit of a switchback. Ah, but Roddy ruins his run. Oh my gosh, they're going side by side through the S's. No, Kid stays ahead.
Wow, that could be a crucial point in his race, because now he's got some clear space ahead of him. And
yeah.
Xavier and Ben still needs to clear these guys, and Xavier still has 3 seconds until he, gets to the Prix. So now is the time to run away for Kid.
Yeah, Kid's got a good opportunity here if he can keep his head and get his foot down.
And also Dory, our leader, seems to fill the gap to Nels. 2.5 seconds already.
Yeah, he's taking it easy, but just slowly extending that gap. As Kid's almost broken that 1 second to Roddy, which, alright, we don't have DRS right now, but that's a big thing for him. It's the 1 second.
I've seen it better than anybody else.
Could open up a bit of a door for Mark. Oh, as Mark runs slightly wide. But our Mark cannot capitalise.
Yeah, good fun this. Tricky.
Oh, Zarmar absolutely sends it into turn 1. Can he get the power down? No, he cannot. Mark keeps P10.
It's a little train forming here, led by a single track.
Yeah, single track all the way down to Loppy.
5 cars. I don't know what happened to Ant. He dropped off a little bit. He was part of the train car initially.
I don't have help.
Yeah, I think Ant might have had a small issue, but he is starting to close that gap again now.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised he's not really, like, storming through the field as Xavier and so on are doing. I'm pretty sure, I mean, he's known to be a driver who can take care. He's a tire whisperer, okay? He's a tire whisperer of MRC, so that's a huge advantage for him in the race pace, usually. But maybe in these conditions, on the other hand, his tires are
Oh, J2 Roddy's out.
I don't know. Oh, Roddy's out.
He's lost a tyre, and that is a safety car on lap 7.
Yep.
Which gives everyone a chance to breathe, because that's been an intense first stint. Benny dives straight into the pits and gets a 10-second penalty for Benny.
Oh.
That's not what you want. Mark goes in as well, but manages to avoid the 10-second penalty.
Yeah, I accidentally put it into neutral for somehow. I think I was trying to change tyres and things.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, wet tyres go a lot further than dry tyres. The question is, how long is it going to keep raining now?
Well, I checked on the way in before I decided to pit, and it said, I'm not sure what's better, dry or inter. So I've taken a chance on the medium. Sociopath behind me has gone on the hards.
Yeah.
So it is a huge, huge risk that we're taking here.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens sort of up through the safety car, and like we said, there was absolutely zero grip. But I think we don't know how long it's going to take for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just pressed it again. It just says again, just on the crossover. So it sort of says to me that it may stop raining soon, but it depends on when. I nearly did go with the hard tyres that Sociopath has done. I just thought with their warm up and the grip in the wet conditions, I think I'd rather go with the mediums, try and get them warmed up a little bit and have that bit more grip. That was sort of my call on that one. Sociopath, you know, it's probably not a bad call if you can keep that on the black stuff. That could go okay for him if it sort of dries up quickly enough. So
I mean,
it's just going to be interesting to see now.
Riding on board, the track itself looks pretty dry, but it is still raining.
Yeah, it's sort of been this way all the way through, which I think why we've seen so many people sliding, myself as well, and I had a big moment in the first section. I think that's what caused Armour to have a half spin as well, and just because I was really on the cusp and fighting it, and there's been a lot of people, such as where Roddy crashed, that is very, very treacherous, very tricky, and I think that's why it's sort of on the cusp. It's not wet, if that makes sense. It's not full intermediate. It is sort of on that crossover phase, which is why we're seeing the sliding that we are at the moment.
Mr. Hodgson, you are about to gain a lot of positions, sir.
Oh yes, I am.
All the way up to P7. Are you going to get NLs? Yes, sir. P6. Other people have gone for the wets again. A few people have gone for the dries. So there's a big split about what the correct choice is right now.
Yeah, and I think people have probably had the same radio message I had. So I think it is going to be difficult. So it just depends when it does stop raining. That's the key, and especially when we go up to racing speed, that's going to be really, really the key on that one of who's in the best positions.
I mean, I don't want to jinx it, and I'll touch wood, but the rain does seem to be getting lighter.
I hope so. I mean, it's a strange one. I have actually on my Delta says everybody's in the pits. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's worked out.
I mean, I can tell you that no one's in the pits. But
That's
Kid,
my Delta times, isn't it?
yes,
Anyway.
indeed. But Kid is now leading the race as it currently stands. However, if it dries, the people who are actually de facto leading are Doris and Mr. Hodgson by here.
Well, interestingly, Ben did it twice. It, well, actually makes sense because he had the time penalty to serve. But
Yeah.
interestingly, he has chosen fresh inters again. So currently, he's not expecting the track to dry out in the next few minutes.
It's going to be a very, very interesting restart to this race.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I think as long as people do just take it easy because we've already seen how treacherous, how slippy it is, and to be fair, the people I was having fights with and battles with were taking it easy. They were sort of, you know, half looking, but then okay, it's slippery, and it was good battles. There was, I'd hope, minimal contact, wheel banging, anything like that. So it was all fair, and everyone tried to leave room, and we did. And so let's just hope that happens as well, especially with a track like this. If it's not fully dry, that's going to be the hardest point.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So let's just quickly check in with the YouTube chat while we're under safety car. Brody said, "Hi all, looking forward to interesting weather. Should be entertaining." You are correct, sir. Martin does not like this track or this weather. It's one of the two, but I won't actually repeat what he's written. Joshua Manook says, "Hodge, just think of the line as putting a foot in hemo if you go over." Yeah, I'm assuming that means more to you than it does to me.
Yeah, it does. I know what it means with that one.
There you go, I'm glad. And Colin said, "Sorry I retired, guys. It's just no point racing with this poor connection. On all the other guys' screens, I'm ghosted, but on my screen, I get all the taps and spin out. That's unfortunate, mate." But there we go. So hopefully we should be back to racing at the end of this lap. How are your temps looking, Mr. Hodgie, on your slick tyres?
Icy.
Icy?
Yeah, the safety car is very slow through that first sector, so everything just cooled through that. So it's, yeah, very, very icy at this moment in time.
Well, hopefully through this final sector you'll get a little bit more heat in the tyres with all the turny bits.
Yeah, but it is quite slow through it, so that's the hard part of trying to get any heat when there isn't any, when we've got the safety car coming in. It's just getting that at the slow speed, so...
Yeah, now it's going to be very slow, so best of luck to you, Mr. Hodgson.
Thanks.
As we're about to get racing again, we have, let's just double check the tyres, so the front four on Inters. Then we've got the very, very mixed up grid. What's going to be the key is we're going to see how Nels reacts. He's sort of our mid-running Inters runner, so we'll see how he goes in the first few laps. And we'll ride back on board with Kid and see when he's going to go. And the answer is about now. And he got a big jump on Triz. Really struggled to put the power down.
Oh, you can see the...
Yeah, Nels went straight through, but had to let Mark back through. He was a little bit too ambitious. Kid has built up a big gap already. Ooh, Ant got a 10-second penalty.
Oh, that screams like a glitch from the game.
It's probably someone spun out as he was making a move, so got a yellow flag overtake.
Yeah. Oh, Dory's struggling.
As Ant goes through on Loppy. Where's Doris?
Yeah, back into P6 now.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a touch early on the slicks.
Yeah.
Yep, I can definitely say that. The Nels had a crazy exit, crazy start, and then crazy exit of turn one. Bid's done the same thing on Saviour, and I'm probably sure he's going to do the same to me. Well, at the corner, to be honest, because he's going to get the traction out of it. But Saviour seems to have warmed his tyres up nicely as well. So, yeah, I think it might have been a touch early, a touch premature, but we move slowly.
We hold on and hope it gets dry nice and quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hell.
Oh, Zarmar nearly lost it in the triple right-hander behind single track. Or was Ants getting the move done on Saviour, possibly into the final corner? And I say he'll get the traction. Saviour's hanging in there pretty well, actually.
Yeah, doing well concerning his disadvantage. Oh, yeah, but don't get too ambitious. Can very easily spin out the first corner.
Oh, yes. Even in the dry, it's easy to lose it there.
Yeah, it's obvious Dory can't keep up with the top 5. It's already a 4-second gap. And Carlos set to overtake him as well.
Yeah, Bit is just waiting for his moment.
Yeah.
And goes for a switchback very easily. Through he goes.
So much more traction.
As Mark actually looked like he was about to get a switchback on Smith, but couldn't quite get the grip.
No, I had zero grip, to be fair. I'm struggling quite a bit at this moment in time. The Inters are definitely the right tyre at this moment. I'd definitely say that.
I said the rain was getting lighter, but it does seem to be pretty insistent at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's still not changed at all, really. So yeah, everyone's well, I am anyway. I'm definitely going backwards at this moment in time, just trying to hold on to anything I possibly can. To be honest, it's difficult to say the least.
A single track goes through on Nels.
Yeah, I'm not very sure whether he went through or whether he defended his position, but we also need to take into account that the leaders are on quite worn tires.
Yeah, and Nels is on a fresh set, so...
Yes. And easily past the story.
Yeah.
Ben's gonna get him into the S's, I guess.
Yeah, you can just see how much more speed Benny is carrying through those S's.
Yeah. No, not for now, but surely gonna get him the next sector. Yeah.
No, through he goes. What an exit by Benny. And Nels might be about to take single track yet. As they're neck and neck into the braking zone. Single track tried to be brave under braking, but Nels just has that much more grip. And single track has Bit for company behind him now as well. Bit's having a great little stint here.
Yes, he seems to have made the right choice for the moment. And single track almost lost it. But even I had to brake in order not to crash into him.
Ooh.
So yeah, we are also seeing that the fresh inters are really making a difference.
Yeah.
Among the drivers still use the wet tires. Yeah.
Oh, as Bit goes for a move on single track. Gets the inside line. Still holding the inside line, going into the S's. Who's going to be bravest? Oh, there's a bit of contact.
Yeah, Carl has to go off the track, and yeah, in that way he loses 2 other places. That's really unfortunate.
He does, yeah. As Ant gets a brilliant exit on single track.
Oh, he closes the door very aggressively. Ben joins them. 3 wide. What's the?
Oh my gosh! Ant comes out ahead. Looks like single track isn't yielding quite yet. Wants to try and fight back. Or as Benny goes on the outside of single track. Single track loses a bit of traction, so through goes Benny. And yeah, Bit gets through as well. Opportunistic move from Bit there. And actually, Doris is hanging on to the back as well. Well, single track loses it! Round he goes! Which allows Smith... Oh, I say it allows Smith through. Single track just manages to get back on track in time. However, I imagine his tyres are quite toasty after that spin. As Sambal loses it then.
I'm not pretty sure about you, but I have absolutely horrendous camera angles.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
Without your help, I would miss out on most of the action. They're just always filming away, or I don't know, filming from 5 kilometers away. I have to.
I'm splitting my time between onboard and regular camera because the off-board shots are terrible for today for some reason. Here comes Nels on Armagh Red. Is he going to get the move done into the braking zone? Yes, he is. Armagh doesn't fight that one too hard.
Yeah, but you're right. Wouldn't that be something for the new game? Like, working on the camera angles. Like, just doing something for commentators for once.
I mean, I could make a list so long about things they need to work on for the next game, but we won't go into that right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, for commentators, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I love on the esports where they're watching someone and then they've got a pit lane camera as well and stuff like that. I would love that to sort of come about. If we could somehow do that, that would be fantastic. If they could somehow bring that into general use, I think that would be fantastic. And yeah, that would be. I would enjoy that personally.
Absolutely. Well, here's one thing to note: the fastest lap times are dropping by about a second. So slowly but surely, dries are on the way. Ooh, as Benny nearly loses it. DRS is enabled! Here comes the switchover.
I was about to say, I'm not really sure whether it's just that having some free air. But, yeah, you're right. Actually, it seems to be drying up.
The rain is getting a little bit lighter now, so hopefully it'll dry up soon.
Still surprised that they are releasing the DRS so early.
Yeah, it is quite early, I must admit. I agree.
Now we're going to see if those slick runners are going to start getting a little advantage over the wet runners.
So Nels is doing our first DRS overtake for today, or does he?
It's going to be close. Triz goes a little bit off track.
Guys with the same livery.
Tries to hang in there, but can't quite get it done. Through goes Nels.
Nels has amazing pace today. I'm not very sure in which tier is he in.
Tier 3, I believe, isn't he?
He's not behaving like that at all.
This might be just his track.
And his conditions, who knows? He goes into the pits as well. Yeah, he's amazing pace today.
It has definitely stopped raining now.
It has, and I have a car that slightly turns.
Yay! We love that.
It's still very slippery, I'm not going to lie.
Yep.
And I doing sort of synchronized sliding.
It's still going to be very slidey for a little while as that switchover happens.
So taking a look at Dory, he's the first driver on slicks, and yeah, he seems to be gaining a lot on Carl now.
He is now, yeah.
2 or 3 laps ago was clearly faster than him. So yeah, we could see some overtake happening soon.
I think so. He's in the DRS. And has got DRS on bit. Is it going to be enough down this straight? Oh, yes, it is. Through goes Doris into P4. As Mark has the DRS on G-Star, but might just be a touch back yet.
Yeah, I think I am this time.
As Kid pits, and I assume Benny will behind him. Yes, he will.
Yeah, they all do.
And in goes Bit. So I think Doris might actually come out on top here. It's going to be... So, Doris takes over the lead of the race.
I think. No. Nels is in third for now. Yeah, so that's our top three. Dory, Kid, and Nels. So.
Now,
Yeah,
Doris has the disadvantage that his tyres are 9 laps old, so Kid will be much quicker for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna make a difference, though. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, after all, in the long run, putting on the dry tires was the right move, apparently.
Yes.
Dory has taken the lead. But it still has taken almost 10 laps for it to dry up, and 10 laps on mediums, even on 100%, makes a difference.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, everyone's going to have to stop again at some point, because they're all on mediums, apart from Sociopath, and there's a lot of laps left to go yet. And there's not a lot going on track right now. There's the track's pretty evenly spread out at the moment. The only person sat in DRS at the moment, 3 seconds for Saviour, is G-Star, who's half a second off, and has now closed that gap to Bit. As Nell sets the fastest lap. Amar has closed that gap down on Saviour a bit. Ooh, Saviour's looking very twitchy. Ooh, very twitchy. As Ant has gotten out of G-Star's DRS and is right behind Bit. And we've got a yellow flag, which I believe is Smith having a bit of a moment. Yeah, Ant's just carrying so much more pace than Bit in this early part of the stint. But is he going to be close enough on the DRS straight? I think he is. Only 3/10 behind Bit. And yeah, that'll be a pretty easy move for Ant. Through into P8. 3 seconds for Triz. They are coming in pretty thick and fast now. As Benny has closed the gap down to Nels now. Definitely found his pace in this stint.
Oh, he almost ran to the back of
Yeah, pushing him through that final
really
corner.
Still the fastest lap, of course.
Yeah, we are seeing trademark Benny now.
Yeah, he's definitely woken up.
And Kid is closing that gap down to Doris now. It's down to 2 seconds. It was at 3.6. Ant has said, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. When have you had a chance to type that, Ant?
And now we know why he's not
Yeah,
keeping up.
that's why he's in P8, because he's too busy typing to us.
Still quite some impressive pace for
Yes, indeed.
considering he's watching and chatting with us.
Through goes Benny into P3.
And if you're listening to us, just weave across the straight, please.
Yes. Nope, no weaving from Ant. I was on board with him, but he's driving very straight. Disappointing.
Just not listening to what I'm saying. Yeah, we have no authority.
I don't listen to you, LRL.
I'm not surprised.
As Benny has got that second on Nels now. There we go. Kid is about half a second a lap quicker than Doris at the moment, and Benny's about 2 seconds faster than that.
Oh, and almost throws off track, so...
Oh?
I mean, you gotta take a look at the chat, maybe he was...
Yeah. He was going to contribute to chat and then thought, oh, maybe not.
Yeah, there's no autopilot, so... You gotta steer it, mate.
As actually, Bit is holding on to the back of Ant here quite nicely. He's still within half a second.
Yes, he does. I mean, what's... Showing some decent pace, although maybe his strategy didn't really work out. Although I have to say, from those guys who put it during the safety car, it's not like they're, apart from Dory, doing really well. I mean, if you look at Xavier, he cannot get out of the DRS from Armag. He's actually under attack by him.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the defense.
Is he going to get the traction? Yeah, Armar goes through. Very nice move by Armar.
Yes, he's actually been overtaken, so...
and here goes single track on Loppy. Ooh, 3 seconds for Bit.
That's the next one. I mean...
yeah, go on.
Xavier used to, when it was wet, he was driving together with Ben, basically. And now he's, so much... I don't know how many seconds he's off him now, so it clearly didn't work out.
No, unfortunately not. And Kid has caught right up to the back of Doris now. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, go ahead.
But Kid is looking like he's perfectly lined up for a move down the DRS straight. Doris is saving ERS in a desperate attempt to be able to hold Kid off. Let's see if he's gonna have the move done down this DRS straight. Oh, is there's a big kick for Doris on the exit and goes off track.
Yeah, that seals his fate.
Through goes Kid. I see Xavier's almost dropped out of Armar's DRS here. I think he got DRS. Yeah, he did just.
Yeah, he really seems to struggle with his tires. I'm also taking a look at G-Star, who is on the same tire, but he's not... He also has almost a 5-second gap to Bit and Ant. Yeah, it's not looking really good. I mean, the game always wants to show me this shoulder camera, which is the absolute worst camera imaginable.
Yeah, it's useless, isn't it?
Why do we already have an onboard camera, and we can see much more with that one.
Yeah, but this game will do what this game does, unfortunately.
By
Benny
the way,
is... Go on.
I hope I'm not too quiet. I hope you can hear me well.
No, you're sounding a lot better today.
Okay, that's very nice. So, it's really good. I'm sounding...
Ooh, big kick from Sociopath. I was just jumping on board thinking he's really closing the gap to Loppy, but he had quite a big kick there through the penultimate corner. As Loppy goes super defensive into turn 1. And Sociopath goes for a mighty switchback and gets the move done. Very nice from Sociopath. But Loppy is trying to come back into the S's. Can't get it done. Oh, and 3 seconds for Loppy as well.
Oh. That's his second penalty, actually.
Yeah, let's see where we stand on penalties. We've got 6 for Triz and for Loppy, and 3 for Saviour, Bit, and Sociopath.
I have to admit that I expected more, to be honest. That's not a lot.
Yeah, no, we haven't got that many penalties yet, to be fair.
We're almost halfway through, so yeah. But the drivers are doing a really good job.
Yeah. Very, very good. I feel Saviour may have just got a warning there, but obviously can't be certain. If Loppy falls out of Smith's DRS here, then we officially hardly have anyone in DRS. Because Saviour's just about hanging on to the DRS from Armagh, but it is barely. 3 seconds for Sociopath. Is Loppy going to get the move done on Smith here? No, Smith's straight line speed is very impressive. He tries to get a switch back. He does get a good exit, but cannot get the move done on Smith. I say that. Smith has a really poor second phase there. And through goes Loppy. Let's jump on board with Saviour, who has narrowed that gap a bit. And Armagh locks up a bit into the braking zone, but Saviour does just stay behind. Benny, hello, is right on the back of Doris all of a sudden. I say all of a sudden, I'm just oblivious. Is he going to get the exit? Oh, that was a big twitch from Doris, so I think Benny's going to go through here. Yeah, up into second place. Saviour seems to have found a second life in his tyre because he is suddenly much closer to Armagh through the lap.
Well, maybe the pointing that out has motivated him to show more. I don't know. Maybe
he heard when he was like, "I'm going to prove you wrong, sir."
Yeah, he will be like, "Oh, this guy is not going to say something like that to me."
How dare you!
About me on stream, so it's not. Oh, yeah, but he didn't really hit the apex, so...
Yeah, he ran a bit wide there.
Still gonna get DRS, though.
Yes. As Doris is also hanging on to the back of Benny, but isn't in anywhere to be making a move. Yeah, this is the point in a 100% race where it sort of plateaus a little bit, sort of mid-race.
Yeah.
Smith's doing a very good job hanging onto the back of Loppy.
And he does it. Yeah, he could attack. It's maybe the only real battle we have on track at the moment.
It is, yeah.
I don't think he's close enough, though.
No, not this time.
There again on the shoulder cover. Not even the shoulder cover, the other one. Like, right.
Yeah, from like the wing of the blooming car. It's useless.
They're filming the halo.
Yeah.
Why?
Such a bizarre camera angle. Sociopath's caught up to single track now, mind. Those hard tyres starting to work a little bit better than the mediums. Oh, and Saviour's back on the back of Armagh Red again. If he can get a good exit, this could be his moment. Oh, he has a big twitch, though. No. Commentators curse again.
Oh, someone has spun. It's Mark.
Oh, it's Mark!
Yeah, in the middle sector, just lost me. Half caught it and then didn't. So yeah, that's
Oh no.
big bad wing for me.
Yeah, lost an end plate, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's all red, so I lost a bit more than that, so... Yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
no.
I was sort of just trying to keep G-Star 4 seconds, holding on the back as much as I possibly could. Just it's proving a bit difficult, to be fair, and managing the gap with single track and sociopath behind, so... Yeah, it was a bit of a lonely race, and I could see those times, the fastest laps about 3 seconds quicker than what I'm able to do.
Yeah.
And, heck, I did not want to stop. So, yeah, I just thought, well, I wonder how long it's going to be before I get lapped, to be honest. So, probably not longer now, I have to pit.
Let's see where Kid is. He's just coming down towards the DRS straight.
Yeah, I'm going to get lapped. Cool.
I mean, it's a 100% race. This stuff happens, you know? I'm not sure you will get lapped.
That is what it is.
You might just get in and out. But a set of hard tyres will take you to the end, and everyone else will have to pit again.
The mediums, I think the mediums from this point should go in theory. You know, we've got 30 laps left. They might take it. I'm going to give it a go. I mean, why not?
Got to do something different.
Yeah, see how they feel.
So, single track and sociopath. Single track is still on the back of sociopath. I mean, sociopath got past at some point. But I think that's just the hard tyres having that little bit more life in them at this point in the stint than single track's mediums. Benny is just setting fastest lap after fastest lap at the moment. And slowly closing that gap to Kid. Armar is doing an absolutely brilliant job keeping Xavier behind him, by the way. What a stint he's having. Oh, I see that sociopath has a huge kick, and through goes single track. There you go, Mark. You weren't lapped. It's all fine.
Not yet.
You got fresh rubber now. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it does feel a bit nicer now.
And a fresh front wing, which will also help.
Yeah, that definitely does.
Tell you what, Sociopath does have great pace on those hard tyres. I'd be interested to see what his wear is like, because he's been on them. How long has he been on those tyres now? 20 laps he's been on a set of hard tyres, and they're holding up pretty well, I have to say. Is he going to be in a move? Let me try that again. Is he going to be in a position to get a move on single track? I don't think he is. Single track straight line speed looking pretty decent down that DRS. Oh, big lockup though. Not opening the door just yet. Loppy and Smith side by side, but Loppy goes through. Saviour's at a disadvantage now in that he's caught right up on Armar, but Armar could yet get DRS from the back marker, which will really hurt Saviour. Is he going to get the DRS? Is Saviour going to be able to make a move? He is right on the back of Armar.
Yeah, now he's got a chance.
Armar did not get the DRS yet. So here comes Saviour. This is the moment. Through he goes. Finally got that move done. Oh, yellow flag. What happened there? Was it? Oh, it was Sambal. Presumably trying to keep out the way.
Yeah, just following the blue flag.
Ooh, Sociopath has a huge kick. I thought he was going to be able to make a move on single track, but no. Unfortunately not. Let's see if Loppy can get it done on Smith.
Oh, that looks much more promising.
Oh, it's going to be tight, mind. His straight line speed isn't doing him any favours. Who's going to be braver in the braking zone? Loppy has the inside line. Smith gets a very good exit. Loppy thought about the switchback, but Smith covered it off beautifully.
Yeah, this battle is a pretty great example for how well you can fight the last sector. Many different lines are possible, many different ways, both to attack and to defend yourself.
Let's see if Loppy's in a position to get a move done. It doesn't look like he is.
He's got
maybe.
Better exit. If he wants to send it,
he's trying to go for the narrow line. Oh, but Smith just gets the better exit. Oh, Benny is spun! You don't see that very often from Benny.
I'm not really sure what happened there. That's I mean, he could have locked the rears on that corner, but this is slow part of the track. It's a bit unusual.
Going for his next stop. I assume he didn't get any damage.
No, would be any. I don't think he was fighting Kid, right? We would have noticed that. No.
I would have thought that I would have noticed that.
He's putting on hard tires.
Interesting that he's going for hards to the end at this point.
Maybe he's got no mediums left.
Maybe he went for the extra set of softs.
That in the selection you had only one set of mediums. I'm not really sure.
I don't think so, because Mark's got a second set of softs, mediums on.
Yeah, I just went for that balance, and it did give me an extra set of mediums, so he could have just gone to, like I say, that softer route, or maybe even the harder route to have the hards and only the one set of mediums. So
yeah.
If he could have chosen the mediums, it would have been allowed, and they would make it to the end for sure.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, you don't have to do different compounds as soon as the DRS is disabled.
Of course, this also releases a lot of pressure from Kid Dynamite.
Oh yeah.
So he's got a
well, yes and no.
Maybe he has. Yes, you're right. Maybe he has this, but he can still wait with his second stop and then put on the mediums and maybe still be ahead of Ben, or otherwise he's gonna have better tires.
I mean, Benny is now 28 seconds behind Kid post pit stop, and it's not a ridiculously long pit lane. I think it's only 20 seconds here, so he does have some time to play with here.
Yeah, surely that spun cost him like 8 or 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Chris is putting on.
Chris is in the pits.
Yeah. So now, after a bit of after a period where not much was happening, I think we are getting into the next round of pit stops. So
yeah,
maybe this will shake things up a little bit again.
It's going to be interesting, and Ant is right on the back of Saviour now, who is still right, well, I say right on the back of Armar. He's starting to struggle a little bit again. If you're Saviour, do you pit and try to undercut Armar at this point?
Maybe.
Because the consistent pace isn't there to stay ahead of Armar, so maybe you want to do something a bit different.
Yeah, maybe Alex is also staying out as long as he can be within the DRS, so that
Yeah.
Armrock is pulling him a little bit. And once he drops out, maybe he's gonna say, "Okay, I'm now gonna dive in," because he's getting company from and then it's gonna be a little bit frustrating because these are the guys he wanted to fight with, and now Ben is basically a pit stop ahead of him.
In goes Xavier. He listened to me. Simon, the tactical genius.
I have now got the greatest glitch happening to me at the moment.
What's that?
I have zero sound apart from the party.
Oh,
so I have no engine noise. This is
love it
all
when that
by
happens.
feel at this moment in time.
Oh,
See how
God.
it goes this lap. This may be a little bit of game over, so you can't really drive on mute.
No.
It's not easy to hear an engine note and gear change and traction, everything like that, so...
Yeah, no, that is the worst glitch you can get, hands down.
Yeah.
It's really tough to drive like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I could simulate your engine. I could make some noise.
Sorry, that was more rally, really, but hey ho.
I'm not sure what that was, yeah.
I
think I'm struggling a little bit here. I'm just... yeah, I think that's unfortunately for me. That's I'm not going to be able to do much with that one.
Yeah, no, that's completely understandable.
That's annoying that because I was starting to close on Smith single track a little bit as well. So yeah, that's actually quite upsetting to be fair with that one. It's I was
that's really
starting to do
unfortunate.
something I knew they would have had to pit as well, so it would have. Yeah, it could have been a good fun end to be honest. I've had those tyres felt a lot better this time round. So yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah, definitely. If I'm Kid, I'm starting to panic a bit here. Because Benny was, what did I say, 28 seconds behind. He's now 23. So he's really put the foot down on those hard tyres.
Yeah, and it is about a 24-second pit stop. I was about 22 behind Loppy when he pitted, and I was about a second and a half ahead. So it's about a 24-second pit stop, give or take.
Okay, it's longer than I thought.
Boy, your tire car just impeded Ben a little bit, so maybe
no.
Not that much, but yeah. I mean, I had a race here with a friend when the retired car came out of the pit lane, and after turn 1, it turns left and parked it, and yeah, he just came there, so the car literally just turned into him and
oh my gosh.
spun it round or at least caused him damage, so it caused him his race. So it was, yeah.
3 seconds for Loppy again.
Put this on the list. And another thing for EA to work on, which they probably won't.
Well, we're getting a beta before too long, so hopefully we'll know what we're sort of expecting with F125 before too long.
Well, let's see. I'm really curious about the new game.
It's got to be better than this game. There's been so much wrong with this game.
Yeah, I think you felt that they didn't put that much effort into it. I mean, it was all of his new penalty. Like, it was also a season that was more of a, also in real life, it wasn't like a special season, just a season that you know.
Do you mean the real life season? I think it was a pretty special season.
From the racing here point of view, yes, but not that much from the technical view. And also, for example, it was a really strange system because you didn't have any driver changes. So
yeah,
you didn't even have a new or exciting new grid as you have in this season, for example.
True.
Hamilton going to Ferrari and all that stuff. You didn't have any rookies or so. So maybe it was a bit of a challenge for EA to do something crazy in order not to make this seem like, F123.2. But
yeah.
I don't know, maybe they also said to themselves, okay, we're gonna do some stuff with the menu with all this F1 World stuff.
Yeah.
But the gameplay really didn't change a lot.
No.
In my opinion, it wasn't
Oh my
Therefore, I'm
gosh!
hoping that they have got something in plan for. Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt. Welcome to the YouTube chat, Damalek. There's a throwback. He says, want to see me back on grid in F125? Yes, we do, Damalek. Get yourself back in MRC. Lovely to see you, bud. As Bit makes a move on G-Star.
It's Pitster, but that's also quite an announcement. Well, where did he come from?
Hello, Damalek. Someone we haven't heard from in quite a long time.
Yeah, just showing out there as he never left.
Wow, just dropping into the YouTube chat completely unexpectedly.
I literally just said that I'm having hopes for the new game, and I'm excited what they have in plan. And yeah, you see, this is one of the first new things.
Yes,
an old member of the MRC family coming back. So I'm already looking forward to this game. It must be great.
Well, I'm going to put it this way: it can't be much worse than F124.
No,
and this is coming from someone who legitimately has got on with the handling model. Over F124, I've gone from Tier 3 to Tier 1. I love the handling model, but there are just so many problems with this game.
Yes, you're right, but we can be hopeful for the new game.
Yes.
If Damalak is as well and he plans to return it. I think these are reasons to be optimistic for the future. And I'll tell you who can also be optimistic for his future. It's Ben, because he cut the lead down to under 2 seconds now that Kid has been.
Yeah.
We have to wait what happens once Kid has warmed up his tires.
Yeah, Kid's on a set of medium, so in theory, he should have some decent pace. But on those warm hards, Benny's looking quite threatening at the moment.
I mean, I have to say, I don't really know what the difference between mediums and hards is on 100%.
Nope, no idea.
Austin is a track where you can use the hard tire quite well.
Yeah.
So it's a good tire to race on.
I've just had an aeroplane shot of Benny going through the S section, and that is a very nice camera shot.
Well, I've got an aerial shot from south, it's done, but yeah, you see, sometimes they really have nice camera angles, and I just wish we would see them more often.
I know. But yeah, Benny is down to 1.2 seconds behind Kid now, so he is, he's looking like a bit of a threat for the last, 19 laps here, 20 laps?
He's within DRS now. Made a little mistake. Yeah, maybe he feels the pressure. It's, well, Ben seems to, get on really well with the hard tires. Maybe it was the right choice for him personally.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, really that looked like it might have been a warning through that penultimate corner.
Yeah, he really wants to get into the DRS window. Although the activation point is actually before the second to last corner, because we've
got a yellow. I think it might have been Loppy. Yeah.
Yeah, looks as if the.
Now this could undo Benny a bit now, because we are getting to the point where potentially soon lapping is going to start to happen, and Kid could feed off some backmarker DRS.
Gonna hope for that, sure. But it's not looking like that, at least not for now.
But I would just like to say, how lovely is it to see Kid Dynamite back on this unbelievable pace that he used to have?
You are absolutely right. I mean, he's putting on a fight with Ben, and that really says a lot. So
he's had a few seasons over the last sort of 4 or 5 seasons where he's really struggled pace-wise, and I say struggled pace-wise, he's been in the lower points of Tier 1, but he is absolutely back on his insane capabilities now.
Yes, he's putting on his A game, and which he absolutely needs to do if he wants to have a chance against Ben, who still not within DRS range.
Yeah, I
And
think Kid's got those mediums heated up nicely now.
yeah.
Oh, 3
time
seconds for
penalty.
Benny! That could be huge!
Yeah, we saw it. He was really risking warning or time penalty in order to get within this 1 second, and yeah, apparently he risked it. He risked too much in the first corner.
I mean, what do they say? High risk, high reward. Unfortunately, he might have taken just a little bit too much risk there. As we've got another yellow, I can't see where that is. Oh, it's Sociopath. Has he got damage? I'm looking at his helmet, so I can't see.
Yeah, we have a great camera.
No, he doesn't. He's gotten away without damage. Lucky, lucky man. A single track pits.
Ben lost time. I think he must have made a mistake. Gap is now 2 seconds.
Could Benny be crumbling under the pressure of Kid Dynamite?
I mean,
maybe crumbling's a little bit harsh, but
yeah, crumbling. But well, maybe this. Actually, he's pitting.
He is. He's decided those hards are not the way to go. I would imagine he's probably going to go for a set of softs at this point.
That's an interesting choice. But has he got damage? No.
No, a set of mediums.
On the mediums. Oh, yeah.
And pits. Nell's DNF'd!
What happened there? Where is it?
Oh, it's in the pits.
Did he crash in the pit lane?
He might have crashed in the pit lane.
Did he retire in the pit? Ah, that would have been. But we have no safety car.
No safety car.
So maybe he just retired, or I'm really sure Ben got excited. I mean,
Ben had his moment where he thought, "Oh my gosh, this has worked out perfectly," but alas, it has not.
Yeah, but apparently he decided that this tactic is not gonna work out with the hard tires.
Yeah.
So we went for a new strategy, but I'm not really sure if this one is more likely to succeed, because now he has again 21, 22 seconds to hit, and he's got a time penalty. And his tires are only 5 laps or 4 or 5 laps pressure, so that's, I don't see how he will.
Ooh, 10 seconds for Sociopath.
And another 3 for Loppy. Loppy has 18 seconds.
Oh.
He needs to watch out.
Yeah, I mean, Sociopath, thanks to that 10-second penalty, has 22 seconds now.
Yeah, but I'm not really sure. If he now, I don't really. What's the limit for time penalties? When are you getting disqualified? Is it 20?
No, I think it's either 28 or 32.
Okay, but I'm not really sure if like 10-second time penalties are counting into that.
I don't know, because that's a new one for this game, the 10-second time penalty.
Yes. Maybe we will find out.
Maybe we will. Benny has already caught up to Triz, by the way.
And another guy that we haven't spoken of in the past few laps is Xavier, who has jumped.
Yes, suddenly up to P5 and comfortably in P5.
He undercutted him by a huge margin, actually.
Yeah. And he's only got 3 seconds of penalty, so if he can keep this pace up, mind you, Ant's just got past Armar. Is Ant going to be able to hunt down Xavier now?
He has got fresher tires and just fitted. They're just 1 lap old and therefore 7 laps pressure.
So once he gets them up to temperature, we could see Ant really closing down on Saviour here. And another 3 seconds for Saviour. It's 6 seconds now.
I actually think Xavier is screwing whenever we're speaking about him. Sorry.
We don't see this very often from Saviour. He doesn't really get time penalties.
No, it's very unusual.
3 seconds for Doris as well. Ant is absolutely flying on those medium tyres now. Armar, unfortunately, has been left a bit for dead now the move's done.
Yes, and who knows, maybe Ant can even catch up to Van due to the time penalties.
Yeah, could we see Ant on a podium yet? We were saying in the wets how he really didn't seem to have the pace, but he's absolutely come alive this second half of the race.
Isn't that the typical Ant? He always has got something in reserve. So
yeah.
Whenever things are not going well, you can rely on him being able to extract just a little bit more of the car.
Ant's a very calm, very quiet driver. You sort of don't really notice him for X amount of the race, and then he's suddenly in a really, really good position.
Yeah, and there it is. Ben has got another time.
Oh,
now
Ben!
Has a real shot. He sets the fastest lap of the race, but that's because he cut the track.
He's got to catch up to Doris. He's got to find 3 seconds on Doris, and honestly, at this point, I mean, Kid has 16 seconds to Doris. The best Benny can hope for at this point, realistically, is a P2.
Yeah, and I would say at the moment he rather needs.
Oh, Saviour's spun!
Oh, I thought this.
And he spun again! This is not normal, Saviour. Oh my gosh! Texas has thrown it all at us today.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You went silent for a little bit there, but you're back now.
Oh, your voice is really bad. I don't know. I didn't know. I hear something like a siren in the back. There's some really strange noise. I lost all the sound from the game.
Does it sound fine now?
I have no sound. I only hear your voice, but not very well.
How bizarre. Let me make sure quickly, while there's not a lot happening on track, let me make sure that my Wi-Fi extender is working.
I'm also not hearing any engine sounds anymore, so it seems to be me.
Oh, how bizarre. Maybe someone in the YouTube chat can just reassure me that everything is up to code and working.
I don't know. Maybe you destroyed my headphones with that scream.
I am so sorry if I did.
No, I don't think so. But I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing that happened to Mark.
Yeah, that's what Mark's just said. That's what I had as well. I can't hear engine either. As Loppy's had another spin, I think. He has. No damage, though. 3 seconds for Trez. He's up to 15. And Benny is about to make a move on Doris.
I'm just going to leave the party and rejoin. Maybe it's helping.
Yeah, no problem. Benny goes through on Doris.
Well, now your voice is back, at least.
Oh, good.
I mean, maybe someone in YouTube chat can confirm that they can hear me speaking still, but... Oh, I'm actually getting the sound back from the game. Okay, everything's fine. I don't need
good. We're back to normal.
You just need to threaten the game with shutting it down forever.
I will turn you off if you do not behave.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Ant is absolutely flying. He's only 2 seconds behind Triz now.
Okay, it's back. I'm sorry. It's back to worse.
Oh gosh, it's all over the place today.
It's not ideal. Let me figure something out. Wait.
Yeah, no worries. You figure it out. We've got Ant, who is really, really closing the gap to Triz now, because we've got a lot of gaps on track at this point. Not a huge amount happening on track. The main thing at the moment is Ant closing the gap to Triz, who is closing it down quite quickly at this point. He's looking very, very confident through that S section on his tyres. Let's just have a look at tyre ages. Yeah, Ant's on 5-lap-old hard, so he is going to be pretty quick. Saviour has just put himself onto a set of soft tyres, so you'd think he's probably going to be pretty rapid in this final stint. Ant has closed the gap down and is within DRS range of Triz. Don't think he's going to be close enough to make a move down this DRS straight, but it probably will not be long before he gets a move done on Triz. Benny has opened up the gap to Doris to 2.6 seconds, so as it stands, he's looking to comfortably keep P2 from Doris. What's going to be the big deciding factor is how quickly Ant clears Triz. Is he going to catch up to Doris? Is he going to get close enough to be within that 6 seconds of Benny? He's got a mountain to climb in these last 11 laps if he's going to get it done. But he's in a very, very good position to get the move done down this DRS straight. Can he get the exit? He's only 3/10 behind Triz onto the straight. He's trying to use the slipstream, but it's not a great DRS zone for having a move done. Can't quite get the traction out of one, so he's just going to have to stick with him through the S's and get the move done on the very, very long DRS straight. Let's see how he does. I mean, he's just looking absolutely on rails in this stint as Triz looks like he is saving battery through this section, hoping that he can hold off Ant down the DRS straight. Who's going to be more confident under braking? Is Ant going to get the exit? Triz runs wide, he goes off track. That opens the door for Ant. Triz does get a semi-decent exit. Ant is coming. Is he going to be braver under braking? Triz forces him out super wide. As Triz holds on to the place. Oh, and Ant has a huge lock-up. Welcome back, LRL.
Yeah, very strange thing. I noticed that whenever I'm pressing leave the party, the sound is improving. So as if it's no, actually, I don't know.
Please don't leave.
But okay, now it's back to worse again. Yeah, I don't know. Is this maybe a new feature from this little update that we had at the start of the week? I'm not really sure.
It's a sad time that the updates are actually making the game worse.
Yes, you sound like Kermit at the moment. You know, the frog. I don't know.
Normally I would take that as a compliment, however. Oh, they are side by side going into the S's. And goes through ahead.
Wow. What a move.
However, that has really, really hurt Ant in terms of his hopes for getting onto a podium, being held up by Triz for that long.
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought they were much closer together. Now he's got the 11-second gap to Dory. So, yeah, I stand corrected. I don't think he has any chance of catching up Ben due to the time penalties.
No, he's got about 9 racing laps left to try and close that gap to Doris. The chances of him being close enough to Benny for a P2 are very, very unlikely. Saviour is flying a bit on those softs, however, he's realistically not going to catch up to Armar now. He's got a 30-second gap to Armar Red, so I think Saviour is kind of subject to a P7 at this point, unfortunately. As yeah, Triz is just falling off the back of Ant now that Ant's got some clean air in front of him. I mean, Benny is kind of closing that gap to Kid, but not really quick enough. And Doris is too far outside from Benny to hope to get anything over him now, so it's head down time for Ant now. Can he close down? He needs to get 7.5 seconds on Doris in 9 racing laps. So it is going to be really tricky for him. Although he's going to get some DRS from Smith here, I believe.
Oh, sociopath is off.
So that's a little positive for Ant down the DRS straight. Another 3 seconds for Benny!
And he spun.
Ooh!
Yeah, he lost like 3 seconds to Dory.
It's not over for Doris yet. He could still hope for a P2. As Armar's caught right up to the back of Triz now.
Oh, Ben is pitting.
Oh, Ben does this. He pits a million times a race and still comes out ridiculously well. Mind you, through goes Ant.
Ben is literally in the pit for the 6th time. So it's a 6-stop strategy for Ben. And yeah,
be interesting to see if it works out. I'm skeptical. Ant is pretty comfortable for a P3. Can he? He's got 6 seconds to go in order to get that P2.
Oh, sociopath with 31 seconds of penalties now.
And he's not been DSQ'd yet, so maybe I was wrong.
No, he's pitting. I mean, now he's going to lose 10 of those at least.
Or as Benny's about to make the move on Trez, through he goes back up to P4. And thankfully Armar, Benny's already cleared Triz's DRS, so Armar can have a clear shot at Triz down one of the DRS straights to move him up into P5. I mean, he's de facto P5 anyway, due to penalties, but he'll love to take it on track. Another 3 seconds for Sociopath.
Oh, now he's really trying out whether you can get disqualified.
Maybe that's what he's doing. He's just like, let's just test the limits here.
Yeah, it's good to know because I am really not sure about it.
Maybe I'll do a little test one day this week and just figure it out.
I'm curious about the results, yeah, but sorry if I'm not that active or not, but I'm just trying to figure out something to make it work. But apparently, whenever you go into the main menu or when you're pausing the game, it improves. Then I'm hearing you well. But the thing is, then I cannot watch the race. So.
Yeah, that's not an ideal trade, really.
Yeah. No, as a commentator, this is not...
But here comes Armar on Trez. Gets the move done before the braking zone. Triz tries to come back. He was very brave under brakes. They are side by side going forward. Oh, Triz literally left just enough room. Armar trying to fake Triz into a mistake, but he doesn't fall for it.
But Triz is, again, he's showing some amazing defense moves. Very often we are only speaking about the best overtakes, say which driver is doing this dive bomb and who does this switchback. It's also not always about overtaking. It's also about defending, and it's something that
Yeah.
Chris does extremely well. It's really hard to overtake.
Yeah, no, he's doing brilliant. I mean, he held up Ant for about 3 laps, and Ant is a quick man who is hard to hold up.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
I mean, again, Armar's got so much more pace through the S's. That dirty air is really hurting him, though. And actually, Benny is right on the back of Ant here. And is going to get the move done. Through goes Benny. Could he open up a significant gap in the 7 racing laps he's got left?
I mean, it's Ben. I wouldn't rule out anything, and he's got the best tires.
As Armar finally goes through on Triz. Can he open up that gap now that he's got some clean air in front of him? He definitely seems to have better traction. I mean, Benny's already opened up a 1.2 second gap, so I mean, he could get it very close to keeping his P3. As Loppy goes round again by the looks of it. Still no damage, though. I don't know how he keeps doing this and avoiding damage, but fair play to him. As Armar is right on the edge of opening that gap enough to Triz that he will not get DRS.
18 seconds for Triz. I mean, now the time penalties are starting to come in.
Yes.
Some guys, you already have a lot of penalties. You might as well. Okay, I'm not trying desperately to avoid them
Oh, Armar lost it!
Oh, that's yeah. Okay. Just as I said, yeah,
I mean, he has the advantage that Triz has so many penalties that he should still take it that way.
But imagine if a safety car comes right now. Single track would be on course to...
Yeah, he'd be top 5 probably. 1, 2, 3, he'd be 4th, really.
Potentially, he would be looking at the podium.
Yeah. Mental. So Ant is now 3 seconds behind Benny. So Benny has opened up that gap, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough, you know.
I just saw single track is lapped, actually. I just checked, and yeah, Kid has lapped almost half of the grip.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, what a drive from him.
What an unbelievable drive from Kid. It's just all gone his way. Strategy, everything's just worked out for him today.
Yes, it was an absolutely brilliant performance. What can you say?
As Benny gets into Doris's... Has he got DRS? Not this lap. But he's right there, so we'll be ready to make a move on Doris fairly quickly.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think he needs DRS to overtake.
No, his pace is absolutely filthy. Look at him! Through he goes.
Yeah, Dorian putting on much of... I mean,
Doris was just like, go mate, enjoy.
I mean, he needs to stay within 6 seconds, which sounds not too difficult for 2 laps of racing left. So considering that, but it's Ben, so I wouldn't even be safe with 10 seconds. Oh, and the Dorian made a mistake. Yeah, that's the first second that Ben's off basically, so he needs to be like 2.5 seconds per lap faster than Dory now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be very, very difficult for Benny to open up that gap enough, I think.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how it is on the full distance, but usually the softs were absolutely horrendous around this track in the race, and they were just dying off so quickly.
Yeah. He seems
Of
to
course,
be
he's still
keeping a
fast.
good amount of grip in them, to be fair.
Yeah, I think they should still be drivable at this stage.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna, of course, he's not gonna have this extreme advantage anymore.
No. He is catching up to another back marker, so if he times it right, he might get some DRS off them. Which will help a little bit. Mind you, there's 3 seconds. We were saying 2.5 seconds a lap. He's gained 3 seconds this lap. It's going to be close, but he could do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually yeah, it's still 2 laps.
Still 2 laps to go, yeah, he could do it. If he doesn't get another penalty.
Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Sample. It's really unlucky for him. I mean, he started up front and then he spun out of the first corner. I'm not sure whether he spun or whether there was contact. And
yeah, I'm not sure.
No, I think is he out of fuel? Maybe I'm not sure. He just let the cars through. Just getting that. Oh yeah, it's already 4.5 seconds for Dory.
He is absolutely charging Benny. He wants to keep this P2. Yeah. There's 5 seconds. Whereas I think Loppy and Sambal are having a little battle on track. Sambal goes through. I think Loppy maybe forced him off and felt bad about it.
Just check that Loppy and Sociopath are with 30 seconds of time.
Yes.
Now, so they're still driving. So 30 seconds is possible on this game.
So that's good to know. For the tracks that I'm really bad at.
Yeah. You don't need to worry about
that.
No.
Armar has reclosed that gap to Triz now. Obviously, he will take the place on penalties. However, I'm sure, knowing Armar, he will be desperate to take it on track. As Ant's also closed that gap right down to Doris now.
Yeah,
however,
remember, Ant has no penalties, so even if Dory is falling out of the 6 seconds, which is he's about to do, Ant can still take P2.
Yeah. And he's going to get some lovely DRS from Doris down this straight now.
Yes, that will help him reduce the gap to Ben as well. Here he goes.
Yeah, Benny has that 6 effort from Benny there.
Kid's coming across the line already, actually.
Oh, what an effort from Kid. What a race. That is unbelievable.
Yeah. All other cars are in the second or first sector or some laps down, and he's already finished the race. And yeah, now Ben comes P2, but he's gonna lose that one to Ant. He started off a bit slow, a bit hesitant, but you really...
Armar got the move done on Triz, I've just noticed.
Yes, he has.
So we'll come across P5 on the grid, which I'm sure he'll be very, very happy with indeed. Brilliant effort from Armar.
Sociopath had a spun. Sociopath has 33 seconds, by the way, so that's also...
That is also possible.
Yeah.
See, we're doing the research so that you in the YouTube chat don't have to. Kid Dynamite had the sound glitch and still won by that much. That is just not even funny.
What the hell?
How did you drive that quickly with no engine noise? That's just not even funny. Good grief, man.
I can't even comment with this glitch. Not even thinking about driving like that.
Oh my gosh. Drive of the day from Benny. I mean, yeah, he stopped 6 times and still finished on the podium, so you can't argue with that too hard, really.
No, there's a good reason to. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do a livery of the day. Well, Mark Hodgson gets my livery of the day. It was a very, very lovely livery. So here's your provisional finishing position, obviously subject to stewarding. Kid takes the win by an incredible 26 seconds, followed by Ant and Benny on the podium. Then it's Doris, Armar, Triz, Saviour, Bit, Single Track, and G-Star in P10, followed by Smit, Sambal, Loppy, Sociopath. And then our DNFs were Nels, Mark H, Roddy, and Colin. So who gets your driver of the day, Stefan?
Oh, I mean, we talked a lot about kids, but I think it's gotta be Ant, to be honest.
Yeah?
He didn't make a single mistake as a kid, of course, but really turned the race around for him.
Yeah.
The second half of it.
Yeah, I agree. I'll give a special shout to Ant, but I'm afraid, going to be boring and give my driver of the day to Kid, because that was just such a dominant performance. It was really, really impressive.
It was.
So thank you all for joining us tonight. That was a 100% race around Texas. I'm sure you're all relieved that we are done for tonight. We will be back on Monday at 7 o'clock, where the Tier 2 boys will have their turn around Texas. Do not panic. It will be a 50% race as normal. That is the only long race we will have this week. And thank you for joining me on comms. It was lovely to be on comms with you again, Stefan.
For me too. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm really sad about the technical issues in the final part of the race. Now everything's fine again. So.
Oh, good. Perfect timing.
As soon as the podium celebrations ended, yeah, I could hear you normally again.
What a game, eh?
It is what it is.
But yes, thank you all for joining us. We will see you on Monday at 7 o'clock. Good night, everyone.
Good night.